Okay, so disclaimer. Because this is about mikan, I'll be talking about some heavy topics like sexual, physical, and emotional abuse. Also, spoiler warning, obviously. Also, please don't say that I'm saying that sexual abuse victims shouldn't be allowed to wear skimpy clothing, because I'm not saying that at all. Even though I'm going to be talking about mikan's past, I would feel terrible if I ended up triggering someone who actually went through any sort of trauma in their life. Okay, on to the video. So, the Danganronpa Beach Sprites were just released a couple weeks ago. Well, more like a month ago, depending on when this video comes out, and everyone is talking about them, though not how good they look. It seems like the one that most people, including me, don't like the most is mikan's swimsuit. It seems like a lot of people don't understand why we are so angry and upset with her swimsuit, or why I made 3 videos ranting about why I was so angry and upset about her swimsuit. So I'm just gonna try to do my best in explaining why me and a bunch of other people hate mikan's swimsuit sprite so much, along with all the other sprites. It seems like most arguments about mikan's swimsuits are usually one of these 3 arguments. It's either, it's just a swimsuit, why bother getting mad? Or, all the other girls are wearing bikinis. Or, mikan is just being confident. Honestly, all of these arguments, especially the last one, make me so annoyed when people use them, because they're just ignoring the problem or passing the blame to someone else. An example being when I argued about her swimsuit and someone called me a sexist. I really didn't know what to do, so I just left the conversation. Okay, let's address the first argument people use for mikan's swimsuit, which is, it's just a swimsuit. But here's the problem. Danganronpa 2 came out in 2012, and ever since then, mikan has been used for constant fan service. And people who like mikan and wanted to see her get more development didn't get any for almost 10 years. The closest we've ever gotten to her getting any character development was when she wore her 10th anniversary costume, where you can see mikan doesn't have her bandages. This was very exciting for all mikan fans, because this could have meant that mikan would finally get the character development she deserved. But then her swimsuit was shown to be just a small bikini held by string. She's just going to be used for more fan service instead of actual character development. It's just so annoying that once again, mikan is going to be thrown under the bus for the sake of fan service, and a lot of mikan fans are just sick and tired of it. Now, the second argument people use is, every girl is wearing a skimpy bikini. Nah, not really. Looking at everyone's swimsuits, they're pretty different from mikan's. I mean, seriously, look at mikan's. It's the smallest out of all the girls' swimsuits. It's white, which so happens to be the same color as mikan's underwear, and it's so stringy looking that it looks like it can fall off from a strong gust of wind. And it doesn't even make any sense. She's the ultimate nurse, but she's wearing something that exposes more of her to the sun? Couldn't she have carried a bag of sunscreen or at least worn a hat? The sprite just feels so lazy. Like, it feels like the people who made it just didn't really care about anything. They were like, okay, let's just slap it on, make it look as fan servicey as possible, which I am fine with fan service, but I'm not really fine with forced fan service. This just makes it seem like the people who are making this are lazy, and it doesn't help with the fact that Kadaka isn't even a part of the development of this game. It just feels like they're just doing this because, yes, these Danganronpa fans will buy anything. Let's just make it just as fan servicey as possible. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna go on a slight tangent that's off script, but part of the reason why so many people are angry at mikan's swimsuit is partly because people actually feel kind of uncomfortable with her being used for constant fan service because of her rough childhood. Like, she was abused in every sort of way, so a lot of people feel very uncomfortable when she's constantly used for constant fan service, and we kind of just wanted something different, but we didn't. Okay, tangent over. Okay, so the third and final argument that people use to justify Mikan's swimsuit is Mikan is just being confident in her body. Okay, so first of all, Mikan's swimsuit is smaller than Mew's, so are you meaning to tell me that Mikan is more confident than Mew? Mew, are you telling me that shy, timid Mikan, who cries when you look at her wrong, is more confident than Mew, a character who swears all the time, constantly makes sexual innuendos, and constantly boasts about her intelligence? The Mew that literally insulted Tenko after she was murdered. Are you telling me that Mikan is more confident than that Mew? And second of all, Mikan has had a very rough and depressing life. She has been abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and sexually. And it's sort of implied that Mikan sometimes falls in certain positions for attention. So it's likely that Mikan acts sexual because she wants attention, which in my opinion is really sad. Throughout Mikan's life, she's been forced to be hurt and humiliated in order for her not to be alone. The reason why she does sexual things is because that's the only thing she knows that gets people to pay attention to her. The swimsuit doesn't feel like Mikan is feeling more confident about herself. It feels like the opposite. It feels like she's going back to the only tactic she knows in order for her not to be alone. It's so sad that Mikan would rather be abused and humiliated than be forgotten. Her fear of being alone and ignored is stronger than the humiliation and pain she feels when she hangs out with people like Hiyoko. Also, she clearly doesn't like being hurt or abused, but her fears and anxieties make her do it anyways, which makes sense. When we have anxieties, we often make irrational decisions, and we often do things that we regret later on. That's probably what Mikan does. The reason why so many people hate Mikan's swimsuit is actually pretty simple to answer. It's because we love Mikan and are tired of her not getting the conclusion for her character that she deserves. We want to see Mikan be around people who genuinely care about her, like Hajime or Chiaki, and realize that she doesn't have to be afraid of being alone. Mikan has the potential for great character development, but all she's used for so far is an excuse for fan service. We don't want anything complicated. We just want Mikan in like a one piece or with a sun hat or something. When you like a character, you don't want to see them disrespected. You want to see them succeed at whatever they do and get better and grow as a character. But whoever made this game, Spike Chunsoft or whatever, it feels like they're just disrespecting Mikan and all the other characters. It feels like they're not trying anything new or not experimenting with different characters. It feels like they're just giving us forced fan service. And that's why people are so angry about Mikan's swimsuit. Because it's forced fan service, and she doesn't deserve to be treated like this anymore. We want to see her get developed and become a more confident person. But that's probably not gonna happen. Originally, I was gonna try to make this video 30 minutes long. But even though it's not, I'm happy that I could still get my point across. Which is that Mikan deserves better, and she deserves to be developed. It's been like 10 years since Danganronpa 2 came out, And so far, we've barely gotten any character development for Mikan. So, she deserves to get character development. It's been long overdue. And with this video done, now I can finally just take a break because I've been really wanting to focus more on my other things in my life, like work and school, and not really focus on YouTube, and just focus on just other things that make me happy. So, I might make another video. There is one more video I was thinking about doing, but I'm not sure, so don't get too excited. Anyways, goodbye, bye. Also, I know that Mikan was in future arc, but there's no way that her character was concluded in a satisfying way. I know no one was asking that, but I just wanted to say that.